Greetings all. WarPathP. You already know. We are back. Trying to meet my quota for today. Let's get it all as always. First video of the day. I got my man again, my uncle, Andrew Wilson. This one's interesting. It says Andrew explodes laughing at this feminist ridiculous take. I think I saw the thumbnail. I think it's about like whether or not women are men and women are like stronger. They have like a dumbbell or something. I don't know. But we're gonna get to the bottom of it. In fact, actually, let's do this. First, people in the comment section, just tell me like, just give me like a one or a two. One, do you agree that men and women are are equally strong? It doesn't matter. Or two, you think there's like a disparity. There's like a difference. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we got.
Here in your notes, you said you were 50-50 on if men are physically stronger than women?
Yeah, I think men and women carry their strengths in different areas of their
Oh,
body.
so it means, well, physically stronger.
Yeah, women and men carry their physical strengths in different areas of their body. Women are going to be stronger in some physical aspects than men are, and men are going to be stronger in other aspects.
Such as?
Women are, for example, I mean, it's no denying women have more strength in their legs naturally than guys tend to have.
Right.
We are more prone to having more natural strength in our legs, whereas guys have a naturally more stronger upper body portion. Women dominate sports.
Erroneous.
Women dominate which sports?
Women, I'm not specifying a single sport. Women dominate sports that have to do with leg strength, whether or flexibility.
Like soccer?
Yeah, actually.
So
That's definitely false. What are you talking about here? We don't dominate any form of sports. I can't name not one. Especially if you're talking about leg strength. I mean, you can have track and field. Track. I mean, dudes are dust many times a week. What you talking about? Pick the fastest woman in the world. Pick the fastest dude in the world. Guarantee ain't nobody touching the fastest man. Nobody. What's she talking about soccer? I once saw this video of this man. It was one like what is it? Gosh, what's that like famous soccer? I don't watch soccer. I don't watch sports, but he basically, it was one dude versus a whole team of girls, and he annihilated them. It wasn't even close. So no, women don't dominate any form of sports, and say that is just a lie. I personally don't believe that women are physically stronger than men. I don't think they dominate any form of sports. I mean, look at here now. You mean you got transgenders, you got dudes dressing up like girls, annihilating women world records, plagiarizing as as a female. It's just, is it hard to tell that we're physically strong? I don't know why that's such a bad top. I don't know why it's such a bad thing to admit. I don't understand.
um,
So, just to correct this, remember, make sure
Get 'em
we're on
up!
the same page. Females have a higher proportion in lean mass in their lower limbs, so they have stronger limbs by 0.1%. Men still have a significant amount of muscle strength difference in their legs than women.
Women are stronger in some aspects physically than men are, and men are stronger in some aspects more physically than women are. That's what I'm stating.
well, if this was...
So, according to WebMD directly, the question was asked, is it true that women have stronger legs than men? The response from a doctor, I would assume, no. Men have generally stronger leg muscles than women. The only disparity between men and women is in limbs. That's it.
Women are stronger in some ways physically than men are. Men are stronger in some ways physically than
What
women
ways
are.
physically?
That's simply what I'm stating.
The legs?
Yeah, but what ways physically are they stronger?
In my personal viewpoint, I have seen many women beat a man physically, and I've seen, not beat them as in beat them, but beat them as in like beat them in a physical aspect.
Why is that always a point with Why is that always a point with people? Like every girl says this. I've seen a girl beat a man in sports. I've seen a girl cross a dude, this and that. And I'm like, but that's not, for a fact, like physically, that's not the norm? Like, why are we even having a conversation like this? And he gave her a very clear fact. Gave her a very clear fact. And it's not even, it's something that's empirical, and it's also something that you can see with your eyes. You know, for like, if you see a dude working out, even a dude working out on his legs, you see the quads, you see the calf muscles, everything's defined. I'm not talking about on gear, I'm talking about a natural dude, like fully developed muscle tissue. And on a girl, you see it's you know, it's defined, but it's not as defined as a dude. And as far as lifting strength, squat strength, it's night and day here. I think she's talking about like maybe y'all folk, maybe if she's talking about like for child rearing, yeah, but as far as strength goes, y'all aren't strong at all compared to us, like in any form. If he's talking about like limbic system wise, I mean, starting off, I think y'all are like naturally you would have a bit more defined legs, maybe, but I mean, if you were to train, if a man were to train 20 days and a woman were to train 20 days on the same on the same legs, I guarantee the dude would win.
Just as
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't
seen a
disagree that
man.
there's not some women out there who couldn't beat up some men. I totally agree with that.
Right.
I mean, I've seen videos of it. I'm sure that it happens. Um, I'm sure that it happens. I'm sure that there's some women out there who can beat up a good majority of men. Even there's some women who could do that. But if we're talking about the average, if we're just asking about the average,
I'm talking
on
about
average,
the
on average, are
totality.
men or women stronger?
I'm talking about the totality of it.
So
Yeah,
the
so
average.
so am I. So an average would be the totality of the mean, right?
The totalities in are all men stronger?
No, that's not the question.
That's
That's not, what's the, can you repeat the question?
So the statement is, and it's asking if they disagree or agree, men are physically stronger than women.
it. Doesn't say most. It says are men.
I mean, is it wrong to say the sky is blue? Sometimes the sky is gray.
So then, when the sky's gray, the sky is gray.
Right, but so typically when you make a statement like this, for example, do humans have 10 fingers? Yes. Do some people have birth defects that they're born with an extra digit? Yes.
Or have a finger cut off?
If someone were to ask me, do humans have 10 fingers, I would say sometimes, most of the time.
Most
I I want like another one of these girls, fucking game goofy, another one of them. Man, seriously. This girl knows what we're talking about. She knows exactly what we're talking about. She knows exactly what like girls like this literally would like I'm talking verbal warfare. She can't admit this one thing because if she does it brings down any argument that she makes in the future. Look, seriously. You know what they meant. You can't we don't say all men, we don't say all when majority matters. The majority makes the rule. Like he said, a person that human body if a person says, "Oh, most humans have 10 fingers," most of us do. Even if it's 51% of us, even if it's 50.9%, most of us have 10 digits, so that's going to be the rule. On average, the rule between a man and a woman, regardless physical wise, men are physically stronger. She knows what we're talking about. Girls like that, they be like they play smart, but when y'all talk, I'm gonna tell you, any girl who talks like this, you think you're smart, but when you talk like this, you just sound stupid. Every time somebody hits me, just like, oh, okay, yeah, we can't come to any type of agreement here.
of the time. Okay. So, generally speaking, are men physically stronger than women?
In my personal encounters, I've met more strong women than I've met strong men. So my standpoint.
Okay,
Really?
if we remove
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
Get him, Mom.
In your personal, in your personal experience, you've met more strong women than you have men. Really?
I mean, she could be hanging
Naturally.
out with a bunch of like soy boys, so I mean,
Naturally strong.
it could be true,
Lynn,
bro.
It's not possible.
It could be true, bro. Like all her male friends are so soy
It's
boys.
how much more ridiculous bullshit am I gonna have to listen to? For
Brian
this
just
one?
said something.
You know, most in your life, you have most definitely met way more men who are stronger than way more women.
No?
Yes.
And if you don't want ridiculous nonsense,
Okay, well, let's find
then
out. You
move
grew up, I
on.
still have your little hometown here, right? I still have your
Okay.
little hometown here. Would you
One
say
of the
that
many towns.
on average, the black women in your hometown were on average stronger than the black men in your hometown?
Was I hanging out a bunch with people? No.
You said you were. You said that, in fact, you said you hung out with them so much that you wouldn't even date within your own race.
I didn't say
because,
that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
You
didn't
said
say.
that, yes.
No.
She said that for real? I really need to start. I'm gonna start doing like lives. Like in the future, I'm gonna start doing lives. I need to see like the full scope of the videos. I'm not doing the whole thing because they go like for 4 hours. But this woman said that she doesn't date within her own race. That's interesting, but I mean, why? Like, like when people make statements like that, all I can think about is just like why, like what for? That's weird.
I said I wouldn't date
What's
within
wrong
my
with
own
dating your own
race.
You
race?
said you went to a school
No.
which was overwhelmingly black. My assumption is then
Yeah.
that most
Okay.
people that you associated with were likely black. Am I incorrect there?
I went to a real school for a very short period of time because, as I also said before, I was mostly homeschooled, so no.
Hail and well met. Lol Paladins donated $200.02. Even Soy Boy California Burrito Fatty Eater Brian
Thanks,
could do
bro.
more push-ups than the entire rest of the panel combined.
Oh boy.
So when you
That
went
boy
to
said burrito eat.
I don't know.
Was it
Boss
your
is looking
experience
over there
at the
like,
school?
"Nah, I could be."
that more women at the school were stronger than the men.
Didn't go to a real school for a long period of time, so I'm not talking
Yeah, I know,
about
but
my
for the period of
school.
time that you did go, which your
I didn't talk to
observation that the
anyone. I
women
went
were
to
stronger
like
than the men.
not even a full year.
Yeah, I know. So within that time that you were there,
I didn't
within
talk
that
to
time
people
frame,
there.
yeah. So within that time frame,
There's
was
no
it
time
your
frame for
experience?
that.
Yeah. So within that time frame, was it your experience that the men or the women were stronger on average?
My standpoint still stands. I'm not changing it.
Can I? Let
I don't understand. I don't understand. She's talking about she didn't talk to people. I mean, you can still observe reality. Even if, why are we even talking about school? You don't even have to talk about schools. You don't have to talk about towns. On average, you mean to tell me that you saw most girls being stronger than dudes? I've never seen that ever. I've never seen that. I've never seen a girl like when she's even when a girl fights a dude. I've never seen a dude just you know. You'd have to be like the cowards maybe, but you see dudes they're like hold back. They won't fight them with all their strength. You know what I mean? Like even then, that's like an admission. Like, okay, I know I'm stronger than you, so I'm just gonna let you hit me. Like you mean to tell me you never seen the construction workers? When you see men working on the street late at night and early in the morning, you mean to tell me that you never ever see you see like mostly women? Like she's being like I feel like she's just talking just to talk. She thinks she sounds smart, but what she's saying doesn't make any sense. I've never seen that before a day in my life. People in the put in the comment section if y'all seen it. I've never seen it before in my life. Ever.
me explore it really quick if that's fine, Andrew. Unless you have more, you want more? Or?
Well, I just this is unfathomable.
Right.
You don't even have to double down on these positions. They're so stupid. Even the women who are listening to you are like, "What is this chick talking about? It's insanity." Here, just like look, let me demonstrate it. Show of hands. Just quick show of hands, easy. Can anybody raise your hand if it was your experience when you went to school that the boys were usually stronger than the girls? Just by a quick hand raise.
I don't know. You might get the sisterhood on this one.
No, I don't think I'm going to get the sisterhood.
You got the sisterhood from her.
No, she raised her hand too.
Oh, okay. All right. So here, I'll
you
explore it
talking
really
about
quick.
here?
Just like get a couple examples out of the way. Soccer. You said like lower body strength. Women have more lower body strength, leg strength. So you would expect to see like soccer, which is mostly
That's kind
like
of like
lower
lung
body.
capacity, though.
Okay, so not soccer then. Like the women outcompete the men in soccer.
I think women are better at soccer than men, yes.
And let me,
Wait.
real quick, Brian, I just want to make sure you get this correction. Women are not, so I just had this researched out. Women are not stronger in their lower body. They're only stronger in their lower body in proportion to their own upper body, not in comparison to men's lower body.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I know exactly. And also, Andrew, I mean, I know you say it's ridiculous, but like, remember that one girl who said that her mom could beat up Brock Lesnar? I mean, it's not as ridiculous as that, of course.
Sorry, that's very interesting. Okay, so all right, that makes sense. So they're saying like your lower body. So they're not saying that your legs are stronger than ours. It's just saying that your lower body is more stronger proportionately to your upper body. Okay, that actually makes sense. That explains a lot. But yeah, thank you. You see, this stuff like this is true progress right here. Most of the girls say, you know what? Yeah, most of the boys are stronger than the girls. It's just happened. It's what it was. And she's talking about she was homeschooled. I'm like, ma'am, like when okay. Dude, we're all about the warpath. I'm all about conflict. Progressive, constructive conflict, but conflict nonetheless. When people talk like this, you don't double down. Don't let them double down on it. Press it. Every time. When somebody says, "Oh yeah, I was homeschooled," what is that? What does homeschool have to be doing anything? You ain't never walked outside and saw a dude and saw a man and saw a woman. You just thought, "Oh well, they're equal." You never saw a man lift up something heavy and a woman lift up something heavy. You thought that stuff was equal? Like, what are you talking about here? I worked at a warehouse. I worked at a warehouse. Most of my working career when I started a job, I worked at a food restaurant, worked at Chipotle, and then I worked at FedEx and I worked at Amazon. I worked at these other places. I even worked at a meat packaging company once for a brief period of time. And I'm telling you, when it came to heavy shit, I promise you the dudes were taking care of it. Majority of it, dudes took care of it. Dudes took care of the nasty, sweaty stuff. The women usually took care of like the organizing. They usually took care of like the regular work, but we did a little bit more. That's just how it is. And I'm glad everybody's calling out on it. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is
Wow.
like when I know that a person knows themselves that they're full of shit, I just lose interest, right? It's like once I know
Then
that the
move on.
person themselves knows that they're completely full of shit, I just, you know what
I'll
I mean?
skip it. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to trigger that. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just saying once I know that the person themselves knows that they're full of shit, I just lose interest. It's like no longer interesting.
All right. Ogle coming in here. It's going to take a sec to come back. Ogle, thank you for the TTS, man. Really appreciate it. So women better at soccer.
I think so.
Okay, so what if I told you they've actually like done this experiment? Ogle's about to come in. They've done this experiment where they'll match up like a professional female soccer team with like 50.
Ogle donated $200. Chef 5 is such a strong argument against homeschooling.
You were homeschooled?
Yeah.
Okay, we have Law Paladins coming in here in just a sec, but so they've run this experiment. They'll set up a women's
Don't do it,
professional
guys.
soccer team. They might have even done it maybe with I don't know if it was the Olympic team, but like Olympic team, maybe not in the US, but they've done in various other countries. They'll pair the professional adult women's soccer team with like the 15-year-old boys, and the 15-year-old boys will smoke the women. Yeah. Smoke them.
And I've said this whole time in my personal experience.
Right, but sometimes your personal experience doesn't map on to like
But
reality.
we're asking about my opinion, so that's my opinion.
Right, but like you could have your own personal experiences and still be able to like for example, like as a woman, you could be the strongest woman in the world, right? Not you, but like you, okay. Picture the strongest woman in the world, right? She's the strongest woman in the world. She's actually probably runs into men. There's a good chance that she's actually stronger than a lot of the men that she encounters. She would still be wrong to say that women are stronger than men, right?
I'm not saying women are stronger necessarily than men all in all, or that men are stronger all in all. I'm saying they're each stronger in their own ways.
Well, yeah, but we're asking how, and you're not really presenting a compelling argument.
Because they are.
So you said women's lower body strength. So like, for example,
In my experience.
do you go to the gym at all? Do you work out?
Yes.
Do you do squats?
Not squats, no.
Are you familiar with the exercise?
Yes.
So you know how there's like world records for like
I don't pay
lifting?
attention to that.
Okay, so if I were to tell you that there's no woman, the world record holder for the women's squat across all weight divisions, no woman lifts more in the squat, which has to do with your lower body strength, than even probably the top 100 men who are the top in terms of their squat.
Well, there's also different types of physical strengths. That would be gym weight
Oh my
strength.
god.
Whereas there's also practical strength. There's also strength as in fighting. There's strength as in.
Hey, actually,
I'm not gonna lie to you. She's one of those like participation award kids. She's one of them. She's one of those participation award kids. No, nah, she's not. She's the adult that would recommend it. This one right here. What the fuck are you talking about? He just said it very clear. He just said it very clear as day. You talked about lower body strength. He just completely demolished you on that. And he has a good point. Most benches, upper body or lower body made by men, women couldn't even touch. Wouldn't even come close to it. And then now she's saying other strengths. And he's saying, give me a strength. I can't give you one. Okay, so then why are you saying it? Because it's how I feel. When people, men in particular, don't allow this. Girls like this have only existed. Actually, not even girls. I'm gonna make it equal. Make it equal. People like this exist today because literally we've allowed the general population to go on how they feel. That's what we've done. And we haven't challenged it. We haven't pushed back on it. All we say is, you know what? Fine. Do you. Whatever. I don't care. No, challenge it. Challenge it. The fuck they gonna do? Nothing. Challenge it. Say something about it. This girl talking about women are smart. Women are stronger. We ask how. She says, I just feel. What the fuck are you talking about then? Shut up. Shut up about it. And if she get pressed about it, say what you gonna do. Whatever. It is what it is. Like, you're not doing people a kindness by ignoring stuff like this. She literally believes everything she's saying, and she has nothing to substantiate it.
that's fair. You know, if women on average are as strong or stronger than men, as you previously stated, I know you changed your answer just now, then why did you pick the bear? You can just kick the man's ass, right?
I picked the bear because I want to play with a bear.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hold on. Lol Paladins is coming in here. Thank you, Lol. Sorry for
Hail
the
and well met. Lol Paladins donated $200.02. The only thing keeping women safe is the fact that the vast majority of men are actually not bad men. If any man wanted to hurt you, they could. Take comfort that men do not want to hurt women, not 40%.
That's a good
That
point.
is an interesting point. The
That's a good
benevolence
point.
of men.
Yep.
Wait, so hold on. Going back to this, you said like for fighting, women are stronger. Like women can,
No, I simply stated there are many different kinds of physical strengths.
but you mentioned fighting.
I said there's practical strength. I said there's weight strength, as in like going to the gym. How much can you weigh?
So what
like,
would be an
lift?
example of practical strength? Lifting up a box?
How long can someone stand on their feet all day when they're working a shift?
A man.
There's tons of stuff.
A man. Straight up. A man. You can go out, you can have like five, you can have 3 men and 3 women move a whole couch. Move a person into a house, and I guarantee the women are gonna want to sit down more, especially if it's a hot sunny day. What are we talking about here?
Women have higher pain tolerance.
Yeah.
No, no, you do not.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna save time and
Strength, though.
I'll just move
Yeah.
along.
And Brian, I'm at 3 a.m. my time. So I got my hard cut at 3.
Yeah, shoot us a raid, man. Thank you. By the way,
Yeah,
Andrew,
yeah, we're going to send the raid over, of course.
create your World of Warcraft character, Andrew.
We're doing it. When are we playing next?
They're playing.
You just hop in whenever you feel like it?
Yeah, just create your character.
Guys, I literally just looked it up. I literally looked up, do women have a higher pain tolerance than men? It literally says verbatim, no, women are more sensitive to pain than men. Pain threshold. Women are more likely to report pain at a lower pressure than men. Pain tolerance. Women are more likely to tolerate less pressure than men. Like verbatim. This is just a Google search. I didn't have to look it up all the way.
You're what? Undead mage?
I think I'm going to do the. I think I'm going to do a priest.
No, Andrew.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Nah,
Yeah, I'm dead mage.
Well, I mean, look, we need healers. We need healers. So.
Yeah, you always got to have healers. All right.
All right.
I appreciate it very much, Brian. You have a good night.
Yeah.
It was very nice to meet all of you.
Thank you,
And
Andrew,
you guys
for
all have
joining
a
us.
great night,
Appreciate it.
too.
Thank you,
so much
Andrew.
For your time.
Appreciate
I
it.
really appreciate it.
All right. Have a good night, Andrew.
People out the other girl didn't say anything. People out the other girl didn't do anything. The girl that was arguing so much, she just said she didn't even wave at him. It's whatever. It's okay. Hold a body, young. He ain't never do. But that's wild. This whole conversation just proving how how moronic people are. I just don't get it. I really don't. But fuck them. You feel me? You thought I was gonna say let them live? No. Get them always. Don't let people get away with this. Please. I refuse. But anyway, that concludes this video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do what you do. You guys got Discord, put it in the chat room. Keep it clean, keep it respectful. If you don't, I will block you. Seriously. Just because we're on the WarPath doesn't mean we can't be civil, right? So yeah. I'm going to come at you with my next 2 videos. Until then, peace. We are gone.